Darvin, I know you typically start thinking about the defense, but wondered offensively, especially in that second half, what you saw as the difference between what you were getting in the first half.
Just unfortunate, some plays that didn't go our way, some turnovers. I don't know, our spirit, it seemed to have left the building. And that's one of the parts of reestablishing a winning culture is like being able to maintain a competitive spirit. I thought what we saw in the first half is how we want to play. I mean, we're right there toe-to-toe with them actually at the lead going into halftime. And then second half, again, shots don't go down. A few turnovers happens. And we kind of dropped our heads a little bit. And they just kept revving it up. And they're an extremely talented ball club with extremely talented players, all who very ball-skilled players. Their smalls and their bigs and their wings. So, they're not going to feel sorry for us, so there's no need for us to feel sorry for ourselves. We have to plow through, good, bad, and indifferent. We have to continue to fight, and that can't change. Continue to be competitive. That can't change no matter what's going on in the game. We have to, do a better job of keeping our focus and not getting so down, because those mental lapses, as you saw, can turn into half a quarter worth of disappointment, or entire quarter worth of disappointment, or entire half worth of disappointment. But, it's, again, we're in a period of discovery about ourselves, 9 games in. It sucks to be 2-7, but we just got to keep learning, keep working, and keep trying to find a way.
And just as a quick follow-up, the second half where AD just didn't seem to get a lot of looks, and wondered if you thought that's something that you can contribute towards with more play calls, or if it's something that the guards have to take care of.
Just say getting looks, it's just like, I don't know. He's definitely a focal point, but, these guys are not rookies. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we have a playbook, we have a menu, and a bunch of sets where AD can be featured, and you have to just be organized, slow down, be organized, and get what you want, and we didn't do such a good job of that in the second half, but we'll continue to get better at it. And, he's got my blessing to scream out and call his own number. We try to get him going, try to get Brian going on some post actions and some step ups and pick and roll stuff, and it's just it's not like we're not trying, and sometimes the game dictate things to go another way. They go on a run, and then we're trying to play faster to try to possibly score more. So it's a lot of different variables that goes into that. It's not just like, okay, you're not calling plays for AD. That's not the case.
You gave Kendrick a look in the starting lineup, started off the game with that feed to AD. His shot didn't fall. What did you see out of him tonight?
I saw good energy to start. He made some good plays, but, again, it's about maintaining that. And, Russ was huge again off the bench, but, guys like Kendrick, guys like Austin, Matt, Juan Toscano, all of these guys, we got they got to step up. We got to step up and help our big dogs, and everyone's trying to fight, but again, you can't get down on yourself. You can't, not saying that this is the case, but this is what it looks like. But you can, especially our younger players that play with energy, and you've seen these guys play at high levels energy-wise, that has to be maintained throughout the course of a game. And I hate, the last couple of games and last 4 games, really, Russ has been phenomenal. And, we need to get him help. We need to get Brian help. We need to get AD help. And, it's a team of talented players, but these are our leaders. And without Pat Bev being here tonight, different guys ailing from this little viral stomach flu, wherever it is, like, it's even more imperative for them to step up and come ready to play a full 48-minute game.
Is Pat going to be able to travel with you guys to Utah? And then the guys you mentioned, right? Like, is it strictly with those guys? Is it energy? I mean, is that going to be how Austin Reeves is going to help this team win? Is that going to be how Juan or where can those guys offensively?
It's just not energy because again they're talented. Austin can dribble, pass, and shoot, and play defense and hustle. Excuse me. So it's all of that. But again, it's being consistent throughout the game. And that's what I'm talking about, like trying to avoid these lows. Same with Lonnie. Same with Troy, all of these guys. Like, be consistent, possession by possession by possession. We should be getting stronger as the game gets longer. And we have to compete, man. We can't, again, when things are not going your way, you can't drop your head. You can't be disappointed. Wenyon, all of these guys, it's just, we don't have time to be disappointed. We just got to move on to the next play and then try to compete again at a very high level while we're out there on the floor for however many minutes is being required of them.
Darvin, LeBron hit a three tonight for the first time in a couple games, and he's told us that he lost his rhythm when he was sick, and tonight, do you see him kind of trying to play through that, trying to find his rhythm in the middle of the game, and does he have some leeway to kind of take some shots to in an attempt to kind of find that scoring touch?
Yeah, I trust him. And he came out tonight playing on his toes, not on his heels, and he was trying to force the issue, which allowed us to go into the halftime with a lead. Some of the plays he was making with the ball for himself, for others. And, I trust him. He plays the right way. So it's not difficult to allow him to do that. He has a great feel for the game, great reads. So, yeah, that's fine with me.
Darvin, AD had a quote yesterday at practice about essentially you guys aren't what your record says you are. And at 2-7, how do you evaluate the results versus kind of the spurts that, a lot of those losses have been close. And like a loss like tonight, you guys looked really good in the first half. How do you kind of evaluate the results versus the progress that you're seeing?
I mean, I've been using a term to my team, self-inflicted wounds. We have to limit our self-inflicted wounds. We had 17 turnovers, which gave them 21 points. 9 of their offensive rebounds turned into 18 second-chance points. They had 36 free throw attempts. To me, those are all things you can control. You can control showing your hands when you're playing defense, forcing them to take tough shots instead of bailing them out when they're taking difficult shots and putting them on the free throw line. You can defensive rebound. Gang rebound is what we call it. All 5, no one leaking out, making sure we secure the ball and hold them to one possession. And you definitely can come down and be organized and take your time while still playing with pace to make sure you get a good look as opposed to coming down randomly and assuming everyone is knowing what you're trying to do, regardless of who has the ball, and make silly turnovers. So, again, the fouling, the offensive rebounding, the turnovers is all things we can alleviate and we can correct and limit. And I think he's speaking from that place because a lot of that has been going on these first 9 games where, again, self-inflicted wounds as opposed to being disciplined, being competitive, busting your behind out there and forcing the team to beat you, not allowing them, giving them gift after gift after gift. So I think, and I agree with him, you have to have confidence, regardless of what may be happening. We have to think like that. We must feel like that. And we have to go out and prove it and put together a full 48-minute game.
Yeah, how would you characterize your feelings about this team after 9 games? Are you angry? Are you disillusioned? Are you disappointed?
Man, I'm strong words, Bill.
I know.
I'm not angry. I'm not disillusioned. I'm disappointed a little bit because I know how much better we can play. We just got to keep coaching them and fighting a good fight, man. That's what we signed up for. 82 games. I'm not disillusioned. I'm not. Nah, none of that. No anger. None of that. I'm here to help this team. I'm here to help Jeannie and Rob turn stuff around. I'm here to help Bron. I'm here to help AD, Russ. I'm here to help, and I'm not just to let them see me down or uninspired or whatever. This is part of sports. You got to experience the bad before you get to the good, and that's where I'm at.
Do you question at all whether you have a championship team in that locker room?
Nah, it's not about that. To me, it's about making this the best possible team day in and day out that I can possibly make it through our hard work and our togetherness. And once we do that, we'll see where it takes us.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.